You don't have to be a person of a religious faith. You don't have to be Christian, you don't have to be of another religion to work and care for peace and justice. But I do think that you cannot be a Christian or a religious person and not work and care about justice and peace.
Churches are still struggle. To be honest, churches are still struggle with this. And as we pray about that, it is my hope that it begins to permeate also the spirituality, the faith understanding and spirituality of the churches.
So for me, it's all about being conscious of that role as a church and being willing to do that and being willing to take leadership, intentional leadership.
This theme is an affirmation to our church because our self-understanding as a church has always been to strive for peace and justice.
Justice and peace of God in my country, in my context. Life of God. He gives us every day from morning until the night. So people reflected upon the themes already as their own. I think that's a wonderful experience with the congregation.
And when we think that we are helping to transmit peace, we are often the recipients of peace. And I think that's the way that God's Spirit surprises us, that when we're faithful, when we envision a life that is full of peace or has peace in it and has justice in it, we learn in real time what that really means.
The church is the church of Christ. The foundation of any church is Christ, and God is the head of the church.
I, for one, think it's time again that specialized ministries, the ACT Alliance, the churches come together again and look at these concepts of development, diaconia, peace, justice, and reformulate what these concepts mean from a gospel perspective.
For persons who were coming out of enslavement, people of African descent who had been enslaved in the Americas, particularly coming from the South, the Southern plantations, justice has always been an aspect of the life and thought and mission of the CME Church, the Christian Methodist Episcopal Church.
You have to be in peace in your lives, in your everyday life. So if you cannot be peaceful with your friends or with your neighbor or with your family, then how can you take or talk peace to others in a bigger congregation? So
I think the theme is the central message, and in fact I was just reflecting on the statement of faith of my church, and this is one of the very strong affirmation we have as a church, and that is to work for justice and peace.
I think my church, like many other churches in this world, we're very close to the poor, to the marginalized, to those people who are neglected by society. We feel very close to them. And they feel very close to us because they feel that the church is a shelter for them.
We really should hope that the content of the theme will bring spiritual growth and a positive challenge to all our churches.